Hi, and welcome to another episode of Emerald Isle Vacation Home Specialist. I am your host, Dennis Richkovsky. Some of you will recognize me as the co-owner of Flip Flops Donuts, and some of you will know me as your broker of real estate, who specializes in waterfront and waterview properties along the Crystal Coast, especially on boat banks and in my town of Emerald Isle, North Carolina. On this channel, you will find essential information, from the inside scoops on buying and selling houses to how to live with the ocean, rivers, and sounds that define the Crystal Coast. Today's episode is all about billfish. Whether you visit here occasionally or live here full time, getting to know about massive billfish tournaments and spectacular catches that set world records is a story worth telling. Before I begin, please subscribe to my channel now or at the end of this video. Along the coast of North Carolina, the arrival of May means many things, and one of them is the start of billfish tournament season. Billfish are predatory fish that are large in size and have long bill or sword-like beaks. Billfish can weigh over 1,000 pounds and often grow to be longer than 13 feet. Marlin, sailfish, swordfish, and spearfish are all billfish, and they are popular offshore game fish. Similar to birds, billfish are migratory animals and are constantly following warm water. By the beginning of May, ocean waters off the North Carolina coast are starting to creep closer to Gulf Stream temperatures, and migrating billfish will have anglers out in droves from the Norfolk Canyon, just north of North Carolina, to the Charleston Bump, just south of North Carolina. Is it any wonder that anglers travel to the outer banks of North Carolina to fish for some of the most beautiful blue and white marlin, sailfish, spearfish, and swordfish on the planet? Beaufort Inlet is the destination most identified with blue marlin fishing. Anglers dream of hooking this beautiful fish, which is cobalt blue and silver in color, has a prominent dorsal fin, and a dangerous spear-shaped beak. The fishery is at its peak in May and June, but it is steady from April through mid to late September, when some of the largest fish have been caught on or around the full moon. It is not uncommon to have multiple shots at blues in one day, especially in the peak summer months. Though most fish come from depths of 100 fathoms or more, charter boats often see blue marlin while targeting dolphin and other meat fish in shallower depths. But just going out into the ocean and running about isn't the way to catch a billfish. For starters, most bill fishing is done with big, 35 to 70 foot long charter boats. And then you got to get to the better locations. And the best locations for bill fishing are submarine features where the Gulf Stream crosses massive structures and mixes waters with nutrients from the bottom. Due east of Virginia Beach, the Norfolk Canyon is a cleft of an ancient river that drained the middle Atlantic seaboard millions of years ago. The steep old riverbanks plummet thousands of feet and proliferate with sponges, corals, and other life that attract predatory fish. The next best spot is the Point, east of Oregon Inlet, where the continental shelf makes a bend parallel to the shorelines of North Carolina and Virginia, and the southward rushing Labrador Current crashes into the warm water Gulf Stream. Like the Norfolk Canyon, currents sweep nutrients upward to nourish plankton blooms and bring predators to the Point east of Oregon Inlet. Farther south, a major feature east of Morehead City is the Big Rock, a flat-topped plateau that is part of the Bahama Banks. Even further south is the Charleston Bump, a bigger plateau at the edge of the shelf, so large it extends almost the entire length of South Carolina coast and is almost 17 miles wide in the middle. Blue marlin range everywhere, but usually swim at 100 fathoms or deeper. Blues are most common in May through August as they migrate north and south chasing warmer waters. They follow prey like other fish and are capable of eating dolphins and small tunas. Sailfish like hotter water and come closer to shore than other billfish. Their peak in summer is in North Carolina when there's no temperature difference between the Gulf Stream and coastal waters. Sails will chase bait in 20 feet of water, which means they're occasionally hooked from fishing piers. The port of Morehead City produces lots of white marlin, mostly during August and early September, when all the whites in the middle Atlantic bight come together prior to their non-stop dash to South Florida and beyond. White marlin prefer deeper waters than sails, with 50 fathoms a good starting point to look for them. Generally, the average Atlantic coast sailfish weighs 35 pounds, the average white marlin 75 pounds, and the average blue marlin 300 pounds, although blues get to be larger, some exceeding 1,000 pounds. Really, summertime is the best time for sport fishing off the North Carolina coast, as the billfish stick around for most of the summer months. Indeed, in a little over a month, some lucky boat will reel in the blue marlin of a lifetime at the Big Rock, the flat-topped plateau off the coast of Morehead City. Started in 1957, the Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament has evolved into one of the biggest fishing tournaments in the world, and offering a prize exceeding $1 million in each of the past 16 years attracts anglers from all over the globe. This year, the 64th annual event will take place June 10th through 19th at the Big Rock Landing in Morehead City. Large crowds will gather around the way stations at the tournament's waterfront headquarters each day, producing one of the more epic scenes in the sport fishing industry. The experience of watching a boat back into the slip with a big blue will send chills up and down anyone's spine. In the last 5 years, the average size of the winning fish has been 610 pounds. In 2015 alone, 4 fish over 500 pounds were brought to the docks, with the biggest being 680 pounds. But that's not the first action Big Rock Landing in downtown Morehead City will see this summer. Anglers can head to the Gulf Stream this summer for a series of offshore billfish tournaments that are part of the North Carolina Bill Fishing Series. Half of these tournaments will take place off the coast of Morehead City, beginning with the Swansboro Rotary Memorial Day Blue Water Tournament on May 26th through 29th, which is the second competition in a slate of 8 that make up the North Carolina Bluefish Series. The entire series is as follows: Hatteras Village Offshore Open, May 10th through 14th, Swansboro Rotary Tournament on May 26-29, Cape Fear Blue Marlin Tournament on June 1 through 4, Big Rock on June 13th through 19th, Hatteras Grand Slam on July 6th through 9th, Big Rock Kids Tournament on July 15th and 16th, Ducks Unlimited Bluefish Tournament on July 2023, and Pirates Cove Billfish Tournament on August 13th through 19th. Both Big Rock tournaments, the Swansboro Rotary Tournament and the Ducks Unlimited Tournament, will take place at Big Rock Landing in Morehead City. The series awards release points for blue marlin, white marlin, and sailfish. There were 183 billfish caught in last year's series, with only 6 weighed. The remaining 72 blue marlin, 76 white marlin, and 31 sailfish were all released for a 97% release rate. The Big Rock is still a month away, but the North Carolina Billfish tournament season is in full swing this weekend. Who knows what monster blues await the downtown Morehead City weigh-in station this summer. Fishing isn't just a sport, it's a way of life here on the Crystal Coast. From massive billfish tournaments and spectacular catches that break world records to lazy fall days when the red drum catch is hot. There's a lot to discover and adore, when it comes to fishing on the Crystal Coast. To learn more about sport fishing along the Crystal Coast, subscribe to my newsletter by texting your email address to 919-308-2292, or sign up for my blog on my website, www.eihomesforsale.com, and subscribe to Emerald Isle Vacation Home Specialist on YouTube at the end of this video. Stay well and stay safe. So come on down, please subscribe to my channel below, and definitely return next week to the same bat channel at the same bat time of 9 a.m. on Thursday for another episode of Emerald Isle Vacation Home Specialist.